What's going on, guys? It's me, Fan 2016 here, and today we have another model plane unboxing video for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today I'm going to be unboxing a rather special 1-200 model, so without being said, let's have a look at this box right here. So this box comes from Panda Fox Toys. This just came in today as of this recording, and man, I'm super excited about this 1-200 model because this model is really well needed for my 1-200 collection. I've been thinking of having this model for a very long time. I have flown on this aircraft already, but it's very special for many reasons that I can't really explain too much, but other than that, I'm just beyond excited to finally acquire this model. This actually came out on GeminiJets' December 2022, not 2022, 2023 releases, and man, it's gonna be very exciting. So I do have a 1-400 model out of this model already, and I'm just super excited to have this model for my 1-200 collection. So without being said, let's open it up and see what that model is. Man, I'm super excited. Whew. It's a long time coming for me to get this model, but man, I'm just beyond excited. No words can really describe this excitement, but as I get this out, oops, don't want to destroy my cutting board or make some dents to my cutting board, but here we go. Had this open. Let me just fix my cutting knife real quick. Alright, and here we go. As I take, well, I didn't completely open it, but I can just take care of this. Come on. Okay, I could just do a little bit of cutting over there. Hang on. Let me take care of that. Okay, and there we go. So that shall do it. And as I open up the box, we have all these packing paper right here. We have some plastic that's under there. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Long time coming once again, but as I take it out, we have a Gemini 200 box. It's gonna be exciting, but first, here we have the 5% discount code for Panda models right here, Panda Fox. So the code is Julia Charlie 5 Charlie Quebec Alpha. So this expires on March 15th of 2024. So make sure to get that code in. But inside, yes, long time coming, ladies and gentlemen. Right here we have the Gemini 200 Delta Connection Embraer ERJ 175 with enhanced winglets. No words can really describe how fortunate I am to finally have this model in my collection. I'm gonna talk about so many things about this Delta 175, and you guys probably know, well, kind of know a little bit of the story about this Delta 175 and my history with this aircraft, but other than that, I'm just beyond excited. So that's it for this box from Panda Fox. I'm just gonna drop this down right here, and whew, a rather well-needed 1-200. I think yeah, it's a well-needed 1-200 model, but it's very, very exciting to finally have a 1-200 Delta E175 in my collection. So yeah, really fortunate to finally have her, and it's gonna be an amazing 1-200 model for my Delta fleet. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, the Gemini 200 Delta Connection Embraer E175. Wow. Super excited to finally have this model in my collection. It's been well needed for my collection for a very long time. I did get to fly this aircraft 4 times for the past, starting off in 2021, and my recent one being in December 2023 with my Seattle to Sacramento flight. But I always wanted a 1-200 Delta E175 in my collection since I've flown that plane, and it's finally here. GeminiJets did announce this in their December 2023 releases for 1-200 models, and I was very happy. And there she is. She has finally arrived in my house. And this is just very special indeed. Also in lines with the 1-400 Delta Connection Embraer E175 I unboxed back in October. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's worth the wait, and I'm finally glad to have it. So without being said, let's get started. How about a very interesting box art right here, box design for the Gemini 200 boxes. So instead of instead of having everything all gold, you have a silver look to it. So kind of a clear look, but yet again, it's a silver look. So that is very cool right there. So you got the Gemini 200 logo and their 25th anniversary logo right there, 1998 to 2023. Of course, that was last year. You got the Delta Airlines titles and the Sky Team logo. You got the CGI image of the aircraft. You got the Embraer ERJ-175 titles right there. 1/200 scale die-cast small aircraft. And the number of this model is G2DAL1025. Moving on to the sides. Of course, you got your Gemini 200. You can see it right there. Here's one side. Another side looks very nice as well. And pretty much the same as the other side. And moving on to the back. You got the As Real As It Gets features right there, looking very nice. Not sure if you can hardly see it, but yet again I have light, and yeah, it's kind of almost like a clear look, but it's like a silver look. So yeah, As Real As It Gets features right there. Of course, all these bullet points will match the criteria of this model right here since it's 1/200. You got their social media pages right there. You got the Delta trademark tiles right there, the Delta trademark right there, and SkyTeam logo and all that. 2023 GeminiJets copyright label right there, and made in China. So, no words. No words. I'm super excited to unbox this model and take a look at this model in fruition. No words. Just no words. I'm super excited to finally have this model in my collection. And it's gonna be a perfect model once again for my Delta fleet and 1/200 scale. No words. I'm very excited for this. So without being said, everybody, let's begin unboxing this beautiful model. Alright, and here we go, everybody. Whew. No words can describe this, but let's unbox this model. So of course, when you unbox 1/200 models, you get you open this up. So as you can pretty much see, this area is like magnet. So when you close it, it makes that sound, and it does sit very firmly as well. So very nice that GeminiJets changed from the button to a magnet. So once again, we're gonna open up this magnet like so. Okay. Whew. So as you can also see, if I can try to get this out, you got your stand right here. Not much of a good stand. It's very flimsy, but I'm not sure if it can work on a regional airplane like this. So as I put this together, okay, so let me just take care of this. Okay, got that in. Not sure if I put it in correctly, but as I take this other one too. Whew. It's very hard to let me just set it on the ground like so. So I could easily put it in. Come on. Okay, I think one of them is completely fit like it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let me just make sure, double check to make sure that everything is all secured. Okay, here we go. So here's the metal stand right there. Not much of a good stand because it's quite too flimsy, but it is what it is and you get what you paid for. Not sure if the top part is quite crooked. Kind of feels like. Yeah, almost does. So yeah, once again, it is what it is and you get what you paid for. So that's your stand right here, looking very nice. And whew, alright, here we go, everybody. I'm gonna take out the styrofoam right here, and to my eyes, you're gonna see the Delta E175 in 1/200 scale. So without being said, I'm excited for this. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta take a deep breath. So here we go, as I take out that styrofoam. Wow, there she is. Gotta take a look at that thing, because that thing is an absolute beauty right there. There she is, sitting inside the box right there, looking absolutely very nice. Whew. Alright, let's take her out of the box right there. Let me take out the plastic. Hopefully it's not broken. I don't see many 1/200 Gemini models that thing came broken. Oh wow. Ooh, yes. Hopefully wings are good. Wings are good. Okay, other wings good. Horizontal stabilizers. Okay, they're good. Tail. Yes, it's not broken. Wow. Ooh, man. Okay, it appears like the front landing gear appears a bit crooked, but that's nothing to complain about. It's a Delta 175 and 1/200 scale. But man, wow. So beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. No words can really describe this. Holding this 1/200 Delta 175, the aircraft I've flown on 4 times, and finally getting a model out of this. It's truly sentimental right here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Just wow. what a beauty she is. Take a look at that. Wow. That thing is absolutely beautiful, and I don't even have words, but wow. Thank you so much, GeminiJets, for making this model in 1/200 scale. I'm very pleased with this model. I'm very pleased. I'm happy it's finally here at my home. And don't even have words. It is a beauty right there. Wow. Take a look at her right there. It's just so beautiful. Once again, thank you so much, GeminiJets, for finally making this model in 1/200 scale. And it's gonna be very amazing and perfect for my Delta Airlines 1/200 collection and my 1/200 fleet in general. Wow. Just wow. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, the Gemini 200 1/200 scale Delta Connection Embraer E175 with enhanced winglets. No need to say more about this model, but thank you so much, GeminiJets, for making this model in 1/200 scale. And it's finally here, the well-critical 1/200 regional plane. It's finally here, and I'm very happy to finally have her in my collection at long last. So with that being said, let's get started with the model review. I do want to move this model along with the box so the model does not fall, because I'm holding it on a flimsy stand. So yeah, I want to do that. So with that being said, let's get started with the model review. So you got the cockpit windows right there looking very nice. You got the SkyTeam logo along with the operated by SkyWest Airlines. You got the nose shape of the Embraer E175, which I think GeminiJets did a good job on representing the shape of the nose of the aircraft. You got your radome right there, looking very nice. You got your pitot tube and some extra panels right there. You got your L1 boarding door along with the nose landing gear. And here's the nose landing gear door right there, containing part of the registration, which you can see right there. You got your bottom antennas looking very nice. And then here's your Delta connection tiles right there. And then here's your 3D beacon light. Of course, one of the characteristics of a Gemini 200 model right there. You got your top antenna as well. Moving on to the middle section, let me just set her like this. So here's the middle section of the aircraft. You got your windows right there, of course. So one of them is kind of like your typical Delta seating arrangements for the E175 right there, looking very nice. Here's your CF34 engines looking very nice, and it's well detailed. You can see some of the, I'm not sure if you can see the exhaust areas, but you can see there's the exhaust area, but I'm not sure if you can see the chevron tooth areas, like the chevrons. But that's also another nice addition to detail of this model right here. You got your main landing gear as well, looking very nice. There's your, not sure if you could call this an antenna, but it's just like a piece of the E175 that's present. You also got your other antenna right there, other top antenna looking very nice as well. Looking at some wing detail, let me just zoom it out, and let me just hold her like this. Don't want to break anything. So here's the wing detail. You got some nice wing details. You got your slat details right there. You got your engine pylons along with some extra fin details. So these are the fins of the engine, so looking very nice, and I like how it's well detailed on this model and well molded in this case. You got your cold soak fuel frost details right there. You got your flap track fairing, excuse me. So here are the flap track fairings right there. You got your ground spoilers and flight spoilers. You got your flap details, and then you also got your aileron details as well. And then here's the enhanced wing tips, So here it is right there, looking very nice, and I do like the extended piece, the extended tip right there. So GeminiJets did a great job on this model right here in 1/200 scale for the 1/200 E175. Moving on, kind of close to the back. Let me just okay, I did not meant to move this with the box along with the model, but it is what it is. So here's the back section of the airplane right there. You got your very back antenna right there. You got your L2 door, and then you got the US flag right there, and then you got the aircraft registration, which is November 274 Sierra Yankee, which I did see in Sacramento International Airport back in February 2022. And the E175s I did flown on was November 270 Sierra Yankee, November 272 Sierra Yankee, 275 Sierra Yankee, and 280 Sierra Yankee. So those are the 4 registrations of the Delta E175 I did flown on, and where I would usually sit, somewhere over here. So it's mostly the back area right here, so kind of somewhere in these seats right there. Can't hardly tell which seat because I've been on this plane 4 times, so I mostly sit somewhere in the economy section right here. Anyway, so here's your L2 door. I think I mentioned that already. And then moving on to the empennage area of the aircraft, let me just once again move the model. Just want to move it really gently. So got the APU right there. Of course, it's very well detailed, and then you can also see a hole detail as well, which is very great attention to detail right there. And then you got your horizontal stabilizers, and then you got your elevator trim markers right there. And then you got the Delta upward and onward tail with the modernized widget, looking very nice, and it's so well printed on this model right here. And then there's your ship number at the very top of the tail. Moving on to some front sections, so let me move on to the front, like so. So as you can pretty much see, the cockpit windows are very well printed. It does look very straight, looking very nice. I'm not sure if it seems a bit crooked, but maybe it has to do with the angle this aircraft is tilted. But you also got some amazing engine fan blade details as well. I'm not sure if you can like really see it, but it's there. But you can also see like the markers of like the middle portion of the engine right there. You also got your landing lights as well, which is another great attention to detail to this 1-200 model. And then moving on to the starboard section of the aircraft. So here's the starboard section of the plane. You got your R doors, of course. Of course, I think this R door right here, it's smaller compared to the L door right there, the L front door, because normally this would not act as like a boarding door. Rather, it's just mostly an emergency door. So that's what it is for this aircraft. And then you also got your forward cargo bin right there. So that's the forward cargo bin. And moving on to the back area, you got your aft cargo bin right there and some extra panel details right there. Moving on to some extra details, so let me just give you guys a top view of the plane. So here's a top view of the plane, looking very nice, of course, with some great details with the beacon light and the antennas. It does make this model look absolutely amazing. Moving on to the bottom section, of course the stand is there, but you got your bottom section right there. You got some various details right there, so you got all these extra details like air intakes and air outlets right there. So I do like the fact that the air intakes are molded into the model. That's very nice. And then you also got your red beacon light, so the beacon light, the bottom beacon light in this case. And then you also got your holes of the main landing gear, and then you got your GeminiJets logo right there. So here it is right there. Of course it's blue underbelly, but yeah, looking very nice. Some of Delta E175s do have the Delta logos, but this particular example does not. Now let me just like try to maneuver her so I can position the front. Okay, so alright. Okay, so here we go. So here's the front view of the aircraft. I know my hand's kind of like blocking one of the wings. Okay, here we go. So here's the front view of the plane, looking very nice. Ground flex configuration on the wings, which is absolutely beautiful. And then moving on to the back section. Here is the back section of the plane. So very nice and well detailed stuff right there from GeminiJets in the 1-200 department. So what a model right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I gotta make sure I position her to where she belongs. Don't even have words for this, but it's a beautiful model, and yeah, a well requested model. Of course, I do have the 1-400 counterpart of this particular example, so I'm very happy to finally have the 1-200 counterpart. But man, it's a very special model for me, and I'm very fortunate to finally have her in my collection. Looking forward to flying on another Delta E175 in the future, probably next time when I go to Seattle again. But other than that, it's a very special model, and I'm very fortunate to finally have her in my collection. So that's it for today's video. So with that being said, let's move on to the conclusion portion and give you my overall thoughts on this beautiful model right here. So this model overall is absolutely beautiful, and GeminiJets did a fantastic job on creating this model in 1-200 scale. I would highly recommend getting this model for your collection if you ever flown on a Delta E175 or have a sentimental attachment to this aircraft. But for me, it's both, because that plane is absolutely beautiful and the E175 is an amazing aircraft. And yeah, once again, I'm looking forward on flying my next Delta E175 flight, hopefully when I go back to Seattle or some other destination that the E175 flies to from Sacramento. So looking forward on my next flight with Delta Connection again, and hopefully it'll be on another E175, which I'm very excited for many years to come. Well, hopefully my next flight is around the corner, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm just super excited to see what my next Delta E175 is, well, E175 flight is, and I'm really glad to have this model to really represent all my Delta E175 flights I've flown from the past, yeah. but it's a great model from GeminiJets, and thank you so much Todd, Michaels, and Elliot for making this in 1/400 and 1/200 scale. So great model right there, and I'm very fortunate to finally have her in my collection. So that's it for today's video, so hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And don't forget to check out all my model plane content by clicking on that playlist, and you can also check out my model plane unboxings as well by clicking on that playlist as well. I post a lot of model plane content on my channel, and I'm looking forward to posting more in the future. So, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.